Hello, thank you for coming to my presentation about diversity and inclusion within the technology sector. This is both written and presented by Joseph Luff for INST 462, Section 0103 for the final presentation. So the data set I will be using was from the Employee Diversity in Tech data set, which I retrieved from this specific link. The problem. Women and people of color have been influencers throughout history and have made extensive contributions in technology. However, in today's technology fields, women and people of color are a couple of the most underrepresented groups. It is important to recognize and understand that this is a problem, and companies need to implement tangible solutions in order to start to fix it. What we will cover. I will present race statistics within tech companies, gender statistics within tech companies, and I'll close with some concluding remarks. We can start with a simple graph depicting the difference between males and females working at these companies. Let's start with the male chart. As you can see, a majority of these companies have employees over 60% there. We go down to the female chart, and a majority of these companies are less than 50%. Now, I just want you to note that the female graph did not exceed 100 employees because there was no need for it. However, on the male graph, you needed at least 100 numerical value on the y-axis. That just goes to show the significance of how underrepresented the female population is within tech companies. We move on to another simple graph comparing the number of white versus black employees in these specific companies. Again, right off the bat, you can see that there's a predominantly more white than black race at all of these companies. The white bar chart went up to 80 on the y-axis, whereas on the black bar chart, it only went up to 20. Again, this just depicts the significance of how underrepresented the black race is in technology companies. Utilizing Tableau, I was able to create a visualization that shows a shape of distribution, central value, and its variability for the values. In this data set, there are technology companies listed and each employee demographic and gender percentage too. This is a really easy way to point and choose a value within the plot and see its statistics. This screenshot depicts Uber's employee population's demographic. From this, we can see that the majority of Uber are males at 62%, which is very large. There's a lot of diversity within the Asian race. However, there needs to be more inclusion for the black race. Another main technology company, Twitter, has a poor ratio of female to male employees. The racial employees can definitely also see a spike within the next couple of years. There is at least one positive finding through these statistics, though. All of the graphs are trending upwards, which means companies are heading in the right direction and becoming more diverse. We see this through major corporations such as Amazon, Apple, and Google. As you can see, the dark blue represents the date 2014. The teal blue represents July 2015, and the green represents May 2018. Throughout these years, the percentages of female and black employees at these big tech companies have been increasing. This is honestly a very satisfying trend to see. However, as we know that the numbers are trending upwards, we still know that the percentage of black and female employees within tech companies is not where we want it to be at right now. Utilizing Tableau, I created this visualization which depicts the number of the female population of companies. It is organized by year, so the longer ago it was, its circle will be in the middle. Each circle size is represented by the value of each company's female employees. It is great to see that the 2018 circles are progressively larger than those in 2014. Again, like last visualization, the circles in 2014 are a bit smaller, and in 2016 we see the circles becoming a little larger. And in May 2018, the circles are a little bit larger than those in 2016. It is a very progressive trend that we're seeing more female employees represented within these tech companies. It was great using Tableau and gaining experience that I can use for my future career endeavors. Thank you for listening to a problem that I've grown aware of this past semester and advocated for. Thank you once again for listening to a current issue the technology sector presents. It is important that we recognize this and bring awareness to diversify more companies.